At first glance, this watch looks like a regular chronograph, but once you take a closer look, the pusher reveals its true purpose. But what is so special about this watch, and why it is not a traditional chronograph? There was a time when mechanical watches were designed for very specific purposes, in this case, this one explicitly for doctors. Because before the 1960s, doctors relied on manual pulse and breath counting, but the standard watch with a simple minute hand was inefficient. It was also important for doctors to have a fast time reference, an easy reading in low light, and a precise second tracking. So how did watchmakers adapt mechanical watches to meet the needs for a doctor? Now, if you look at the dial between 12 and 3 o'clock, you will notice several scales on the outer edge in black, red and green, while the inner scale features only red numerals. But what are these used for? The outer scale is a pulsometer used to measure heart rate in beats per minute. The different colors indicate whether the result falls into a low, normal or elevated range, allowing for a fast visual assessment. The red numerals on the inner side of the dial are used to measure the respiratory rate, also known as the asthmometer. To make this easier to understand, let me give you an example of how this works. So to measure the pulse, a doctor would start the chronograph and count 10 heartbeats. When the 10th beat is reached, the chronograph is stopped. The position of the counter hand on the outer scale then indicates the heart rate per minute, allowing a fast reading. The same principle applies to the asthmometer, indicated by the red numerals on the inner dial. So this watch is not just about telling time, it's about turning every second into meaningful information, reminding us that time only has value in how we choose to use it.